Obviously, 2025 is going to have its annual releases of BTAC, Pappy, and King of Kentucky's. But what bottles of bourbons and whiskeys should we be looking for in 2025? Let's find out. With 2024 coming to a close, we are now opening the doors for a brand new year, and 2025 is looking really good for bottles of bourbons and whiskeys being released. Which bottles of bourbons and whiskeys am I looking forward to? Well, let me tell you. What's going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, I'm going to let you guys know about the bottles of bourbons and whiskeys that we should be starting to look for in 2025. Now, obviously, it's only January, and we're not going to be able to see a bunch of bottles being released, but we are definitely seeing some bourbons and whiskeys being dropped at this moment, right in the first week of 2025. Absolutely incredible bottles already being released, and I can't wait to get into those. Before we get into it, though, I want to know what bottles of bourbons and whiskeys you're looking forward to getting in 2025. Maybe you're still looking for those bottles that were eluding you in 2024, but hey, it's still bourbon hunting season, it's allocated season, and those bottles are still readily available for you to hopefully get in lotteries and hopefully, possibly, on the shelves. But let's get into a couple of bottles of whiskeys that we need to be looking for in 2025, starting with the Elijah Craig batch A125, which is already hitting the shelves. Absolutely crazy that we are already seeing the first batch of Elijah Craig hitting the shelves. This bad boy is coming in at 10 years, 7 months, and 118.2 proof. So this, to me, just talks how the 12-year age statement coming off of the label is just absolutely crazy, because we are dropping down almost 2 years on this bottle of bourbon that was so highly regarded and coveted with that 12-year age statement and having some really, really nice proof points. And we're starting to see the decline, I think, in the Elijah Craig releases. We were absolutely lucky with the C923 with that 13-year age statement at 133 proof, but this A release from last year and then this year is just kind of like a downfall, in my personal opinion. And I kind of am anticipating the B batch to be a little bit higher in age and higher in proof. And then we also see that happening in the C batch, where that's typically going to be the highest proof, highest aged bottle. And it's kind of understandable for that to be the fact that we're looking for the nicer, higher aged, higher proofed bottle of bourbon in the allocated hunting season. But the second bottle we need to be looking for right now is going to be the Penelope Havana. Now, I had talked about this bottle previously last year in about October, maybe September, but we had heard thoughts about this bottle, and we saw images about it, but this is actually being released right now. I'm seeing it on secondary markets on Facebook and things along those lines, being dropped on secondaries for like $250. But this is a continuation of what the Penelope Rio is typically supposed to be, that sweeter style, low proof whiskey. This one is, I do believe, finished in rum and maple casks, so it's going to be a sweeter whiskey. But, if you're looking for that dessert style bourbon, this is definitely going to be the one for you. It's a really beautiful label. I like that purple. I like that neon pink, orangey look that it's got going on for it. Kind of has that Miami Vice look to it. Absolutely stunning label. Penelope does absolute wonders with their labels. Some of the best in the industry, in my personal opinion, and this one is no joke. Let's get to bottle number 3. Now, bottle number 3 is one that we know is going to be dropping, but we don't know much information. For some reason, these are dropping typically a little bit after their counterpart, their brother or sister bottle, the Elijah Craig's. We're talking about the Larceny. Now, the Larceny A125, we have absolutely no information on what this bottle is going to have in store for us. Typically, these are in that 123 to 126 proof, so I wouldn't put it past it being there. We are now seeing Larceny single barrels being dropped for stores and group picks and things along those lines, such as just like the Elijah Craig. So finally, we're seeing a nice high proof weeded single barrel offering, and I've been wanting the Larcenys for so long. And man, oh man, some of these single barrels are absolutely amazing. So be on the lookout for those in your local liquor stores, as well as the Elijah Craig toasted single barrel proof bottles. We saw those starting to be released in 2024 at the end of the year, and we're only going to be seeing more of those hitting the shelves in your local stores for their picks. So those are two really, really cool picks that you need to be looking for. But the Larceny A125, not much information, but these will be dropping most likely in January or February. Now, the next bottles we need to be looking forward to are the Jack Daniel's 10 Batch 4 and the Jack Daniel's 12-year Batch 3. Now, last year's batches were absolutely delicious, but those aren't the only two Jack Daniels you need to be keeping your eye out for, because I am 100% certain that the Jack Daniel's 14-year at 125 proof is dropping this year. I had some folks telling me that they think that the Jack Daniel's 14-year didn't drop this year because the Coy Hill came out, and I believe them 100% for that. That was a very highly regarded bottle, the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, because we hadn't seen one since I think 2021 or 2022. So that was a really, really good bottle that came out at the mid-time of 2024, but 2025, I do believe we are going to see that beautiful blue label of the Jack Daniel's 14-year, and that is definitely one that I'm going to be looking forward to this year. Those are definitely three of the bottles that I am going to be looking for in 2025 is the three Jack Daniel's releases. Like I said, last year's batch 3 and 2 of the 10 and 12 year were absolutely delicious. Some of the best lower proof bourbons that I've had. But I can't wait. I can't wait for that Jack Daniel's 14-year. Let's get into the next bottle of bourbon we need to be looking for in 2025. Next bottle of bourbon is going to be a couple of bottles of bourbon. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon. Link is down below. We are in the works for a couple of barrel picks for 2025, and I can't wait to let you guys know what they are once they are finalized. But the only way you can get them first is at the Patreon. So link is down below. For as little as $2 a month, you can join on the Patreon, get in on the Discord, get in with bottle shares, flight samples, things along those lines, free giveaways, fun things happen over there that only the Discord gets in on. And also make sure you check out the Instagram, because over there you guys will see who won the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. That's right. One lucky subscriber got their chance to get the Buffalo Trace Trio set of the Blantons, the Eagle Rare, and also the E.H. Taylor Small Batch. That's right. So next giveaway is going to be coming up very soon. Hopefully we can hit that 25,000 subscriber mark. So that's going to be the next giveaway. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you are interested, and click that notification bell. But the next bottle we need to be looking for in 2025 is one that I'm really actually interested in, because, you know, we're getting into that blend of bourbon and tequila. Tequila has been growing like absolute rampantness in 2024. In 2025, we're going to get a fun little combination and marriage in that, and that's going to be the Blood Oath Pact 11. We are going to have some high-aged bourbons that are finished in Añejo tequila casks. Now, we don't know what specific Añejo tequila casks these are going to be coming from at this moment. Most likely we'll find out what those are when the Blood Oath Pact 11 does come out, but these are all bottled at 98.7 proof or 98.6. One of the two, I can't quite remember specifically. I will put that in the little corner of the screen for you to see, but again, some of these Blood Oaths have been absolutely delicious. Some of them have fallen quite short and flat. Pact 8, one of my absolute favorites. Pact 7 and 6 were good as well. 9 and 10 I did not get because they just aren't my cup of tea. But Pact 11 actually has a little tickle in the back of my head that I want to get that bottle for sure. But the last bottle that I am very interested in for 2025 is going to be the E.H. Taylor Distiller's Council. Now, we don't know anything about this bottle. All we do know is that it's going to be 100 proof and bottled in bond. So it's going to be one of those limited releases of the E.H. Taylor line, probably the specialty release like the 18-year marriage or the cured oak or the warehouse C, those bottles. This is going to be in that category as well. Last year we got the barrel proof rye. Not quite sure if that's going to be a batch product like the barrel proof bourbon is. That would be pretty interesting if we get the rye batch barrel proof as well as the bourbon batch barrel proof. Batch 13 is out now for you to go out and pick up as well. That's a release that came out in the end of 2024, and we'll start seeing a little bit more in 2025. But yeah, that Distillers Council, no information really on it. I saw one picture of it, just the label. That's a really nice label with the nice light blues on it, and you guys know I fall for those blue labels, and that one is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be looking for in 2025. Like I said, I want to know what bottles of bourbons and whiskeys you are looking forward to in 2025. Some of these are going to be absolutely hard. We're going to be getting the normal releases, right? We're going to get the Bookers. We're going to get the little books. We're going to get the Elijah Craigs and the Larcenys and the King of Kentuckys, the Pappies and the BTACs, but we're going to see some more fun bottles. And I really hope that this year is the year where bourbon comes back to its roots and we don't fall for a lot of these finished whiskeys in different wine barrels and different maple casks and honey casks and things like that. I want to see what these distillers and these master blenders have to offer with their true whiskey out of the barrel in a bottle. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let me know in the comments what you're looking for in 2025. And until next time, this has been Nathan with The Everyday Drinker. Cheers.